Cincinnati City Council held a session yesterday talking about how to use tens of millions of dollars in casino revenue that will start flowing to the city next year. But is council getting a little bit ahead of itself maybe? How much money is actually going to come in, and what's the best way to use that cash? Ben investigates in a reality check you won't see anywhere else.
The debate among council is how to use the millions in casino revenue next year. Should it go to taking care of neighborhoods or street services? Some say yes. Should the money go toward economic development? Others say yes. But before we get into all of that, let's answer this question. How much money are we really talking about here? According to a spokesperson from Rock Gaming, the company building Cincinnati's Horseshoe Casino, $21 million to the city of Cincinnati, $12.2 million to Hamilton County, $14.1 million to Hamilton County school districts during the first full year of operations. Now keep in mind, 2013 will not be a full year. But even during the first full year, 2014, those numbers may not hold up. The Cleveland Plain Dealer is reporting that in 2009, when casinos had been officially approved by voters, the estimate at that time was that casinos would bring in $1.9 billion a year in revenue to the state. But the approval of video lottery terminals at horse racetracks has dropped the projections by $500 million. Those projections drop even further when you figure in the competition from surrounding states and their racinos. And it gets worse. The truth of the matter is that the projections for Cleveland's Horseshoe Casino have been off, and the revenue has been falling all year long. In 2009, the state indicated that Cleveland's share of taxes could reach $29 million a year. The city later offered a more conservative estimate of $20 million. Bond underwriters have gone even lower to $17 million. But in actuality, in 2012, the city of Cleveland has received $3.4 million since May. And they're planning a, quote, very conservative number in their budget for next year. Which brings us to Cincinnati's casino. Raw Gaming is estimating $21 million to the city. The city is estimating about $14 million for 2014. Again, in actuality, the number could come down in 2013 to around $8 million because 2013 is not a full year. It's far less money to play with. And the real question is, where will all of this money go? Already the city is planning to allocate $3 million to the streetcar and another $4 million for economic development. That's $7 million of their projected $14 million. So for all intents and purposes, the city in theory has already spent $7 million. The meeting yesterday was about figuring out where to spend the other $7 million that the city expects to get. So what all of this means for you is that while the city is debating where all the money should go, they have no idea how much money they're actually going to get. And get this, the city is sitting on $34 million in debt for this year alone, which means even if the city was right, and if they do actually pull in $14 million from that casino in 2014, they still have to figure out where they're going to get $20 million just to pay the bills from this year, which makes you wonder, is council interested in paying those bills at all? And that is Reality Check.
You can find the sources for this story posted on our website at fox19.com. And if you'd like to make your voice heard on the story, head over to Ben's Facebook page. Find it by searching Ben Swan in his swanky little